All right, so let's try the today's problem of the day, odd even linked list. Since we have already solved it once, let's reset it and try it again. Given the head of the single linked list, group all the nodes. When did we last do it? Okay, in March. There has been some time. Given the head of a single linked list, group all the nodes with odd indices together, followed by the nodes with even indices, and return the reordered list. I have to read it again. Given the head of a singly linked list. So, okay, you're given the head. Group all the nodes with odd indices together, followed by the nodes with even indices, and return the reordered list. First node is considered odd, second is considered even, and so on. Note that the relative order inside both the even and odd groups should remain as it was. You must solve the problem in O of 1 extra space and O of n time complexity. The number of nodes in the linked list is in the range 0, 10 to the power 4, and something something. Okay, so let's look at the example. It's a good example because the node values is same as the index. So, and what we are asked is 1 followed by 3 followed by 5, and then 2 followed by 4. So first, all nodes with odd indices. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Now so another one. Okay, so as soon as one thing comes to mind, we should list it. So total length of linked list, even versus odd. All right, now this is the case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 where it was odd. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is again in the case of odd length. Here you go 2, then 3, then 6, then 7, and then 1, then 5, and then 4. Now how can we do this? In O of 1 extra space and O of n time complexity. Yeah. Means we have to do these things in place, and it's a single linked list we have to assume. We are given the structure of the list as well, so value, next, and few comparators, sorry, the constructors. Now we're given the head of the linked list. We know that heads next is, we want this to point to this, and 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 so on. And eventually when this gets over, we want that guy's next to point to this, right? So something like head dot, so we know this odd equals to head and even equals to head dot next. That is clear. And if head is null, then you return null, right? So that is fine. The odd and even, and eventually we will return odd. That is also clear. And maybe you have something like as current on odd and current on even, right? And initialize this with odd and initialize this with even. And the general philosophy of life would be current odd dot next equals to current even dot next, because that's what it seems like to me. And yeah, it's true, right? So current odds dot next equals to current even dot next. And then maybe you can also, now you don't really need this current odd, so, and you can also do current odd equals to current odd dot next. And then what you can do is current even dot next equals to current odd dot next, right? 2's next would be 3's next, and then maybe current even equals to current even dot next, because current even's next will be 4, so current even will be 4. So basically what you're saying is make 1's next as 3, 2's next as 4, and the odd and the even are now 3 and 4. And so now 3's next will be 5, 4's next will be something after this, and eventually when you're done, make the current evens next as current odd. Sorry, the current evens next as okay, what sorry. First all the odds get so right. So yeah, current odds next have to be made as even. Okay, so okay, let's try it out here. So there is few basic stuff, right? One is okay, list node odd equals to head. If before also that, if head equals to null, okay, return null. Fine. Now you got your add, sorry, you got your odd, and you got your even as head dot next. Obviously, even will not because even can be null. That's fine. And you also get your current odd. You also get your current even, and eventually what you're gonna do is you will be returning odd. No doubt about that. Okay. Now while I don't know what to put inside, but there has to be a while loop. And in the while loop, we are doing this. So let me do this. If current odd is not equal to null, current odd dot next equals to current even dot next. So and current even is not equals to null. So current odd dot next equals to current even dot next. Okay, and current odd equals to current odd dot next. This is fine. After you do this, then immediately you know the current even is not null, right? I don't know. So okay, the next thing that's coming to is do I make put this in while? Well, let's see. So another thing is okay. So current even dot next equals to okay. The current odd changes now, so you have to do this thing again. So current even dot next equals to current odd dot next, and then current even equals to even dot next. Eventually, both of them will be odd, so you don't do anything. So while current odd is not equals to null, and then current even is not equals to null, so I can get rid of this if condition, and so I remove this. I remove this. I remove this. Now quickly, that's okay. So when I come out, I understand that now there's one bit missing. Yeah. So let's quickly do this. So I start with odd is this, and even is this. One's next will be 3, and and then 2's next will be 4, and I am on 3 and 4, right? 1's next will be 3, 3's next will be 4. Then 3's next will be 5, 4's next will be null, current E1 will be a null. Okay, so current E1 is null. Yeah, so when you, and so basically here, so if current E1 equals to null, uh, then you do what? Current old dot next equals to E1. Okay, let's do this again. So yeah, so you go one from, so basically one's next is 3, two's next is 4, three's next is 5, four's next is null. Because four's next is null, you make five's next as 2, and then, so in your state of things, did you change one's next? Yes. Did you change three's next? Yes. Did you change five's next? Yes. Did you change two's next? Yes. Did you change four's next? Yes. Okay, so this worked. Now let's do here. Okay, so 2 1 we move to 3 5, then we move to 6 4. Okay, and then 6 next is 7, 4's next is null, and so 4 and 7's next will be made as 1. Everything is fine. I want to try it out on a even length string as well. So 1 2 3 4. Okay, inside there, so Control X. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and null. Okay, start with 1 2, move to 3 4, move to 5 6, move to 7 8. Now we'll make 7's next as null, right, which is fine. So this here 7's next is null, and now the current odd will be made as null. So if your current odd becomes null, even then also, so if current odd is equals to null, then what exactly are you doing? So let's see. No, so before even changing this, I think here itself, if so you got 7 8, 7 next will be null. If 7's next is null, then you would want to change that to 7's next will be made to 2. So you go 1 3 5 7 2 and 4 6 8. Now when you're at 8, uh, interesting. You want to break here, right? I guess so. Because no. So now current, oh yeah, you want to break at this point. Okay, Okay, let's look at the even case again. So yeah, so you are at 7 and 8. 5 points to 7. 7's next is null, which you change to 2. 2's next was 4. 4's next was 6. 6's next was 8. And 8's next was anyways null, which you don't need to change. So all good, you can break. Yeah, okay. So run code. Cannot find symbol. Current old. What? Current odd. Okay, run code. Yeah, okay. Let's submit and see if it works for the even case or not. And it works. All right. So this is done.